My name is Lesley. I had bacterial meningitis in May 2010.
My name's Carolyn. I live in Bolton in Greater Manchester. I developed bacterial meningitis October 2018.
The after effects I have is I've got nerve damage, I've got tinnitus, so my short-term memory is awful. My long-term's okay. Once it's gone in my long-term, I can remember what you said to me. In the short term, not a chance.
It took a long time, very slow, to just do basic things like, getting out of bed, going for a shower, things like that. So I did need a lot of support initially in those early weeks.
I've also been diagnosed with ME, maybe fibro. They actually don't know what's going on. They call me a medical mystery because of everything rolled into one.
3 years on, the things that I experience are I've been left with tinnitus in my right ear and some hearing difficulties the same side, headaches that still last, and they still last for several days. I think a lot of people are told that your recovery is probably going to be completed within 18 months to 2 years. But actually, I think I still, like other sufferers of meningitis, still experience side effects. And it's how you live with them and how you manage them. The headaches still last for a few days, and fatigue is something that still occurs. And that's something that people can't see, or they don't know that you feel that way because you don't look unwell.
And for 5 years, I attempted full-time work, and I was off more times than I was at work. I kept having to be off sick. Then I was amazingly lucky to come across a 2-day-a-week job. Still doing what I love, so I still work out in the community, but I work 2 days a week, and that works for me.
And yeah, I did struggle a little bit with mental health. And I would say it's still a little bit of a concern, but it's not as bad as it was in the early months. Nothing like that. But I think it's such a huge thing to happen to you.
So my mental health, it has been impacted. There are times when I wish I wasn't here. If I could do it again, if I could start from scratch, I'd realise I would. If my GP wasn't helpful, then I would definitely look at moving a lot sooner than what I did.
I think it's about pacing yourself and not trying to do too much at once, and not be hard on yourself if you can't do the things that you could do before.
If you can't go to work, don't go to work. I know there's bills and stuff, but there's help out there.
It's good to let other people know that actually if you still experience side effects, because they don't know that unless you tell them.
I guess be kind to yourself, know what you're struggling with, and not be scared to ask for help with those struggles.
Try and be really positive if you can. And if you, like I say, small progress is still small progress. I went from not being able to get out of bed without any help, and then yesterday I ran a half marathon. So, I've come a long way on my journey.
I actually reached out to Meningitis Research Foundation through somebody who I'd met locally who actually lost their daughter through meningitis. You guys understanding, I've not got to explain my story to you guys over and over again because you get it. And that's the best thing really, is that you get it. And it's that personal kind of knowing who you're speaking to. It's brilliant.